and also a member of Procopio's Launchpad, is going to tell you just how that is now possible.
Thanks, Marty. First off, just want to start by saying how great it is to be in a room full of innovative, like-minded individuals and entrepreneurs, especially in our city and community of San Diego, which is really on the up here. So if there's one thing I want the group to walk away with today, it's that renters in California should be benefiting from locally generated solar power and storage. That's why we've created our cloud-based energy monitoring platform with real-time disaggregation technology, enabling real estate investors and owners to intelligently monetize local clean energy on their multi-tenant properties. We're unlocking a large market for solar energy. The 47% of the state that rents their home and doesn't own their own rooftop. So let's look at solar adoption by housing segment. 12% of the homeowners here in California have invested in rooftop solar, where the renter market is almost non-existent. The reason for that is because renters don't own their own rooftops. With the exception of the low-income solar projects that were subsidized through MASH, we believe that our technology is going to help the multi-unit real estate investors catch up to the California homeowners. And when this happens, our data predicts that this will increase commercial real estate value by $5.4 billion at a 4% cap rate, for anybody who understands commercial real estate value. And this will also generate $81 million in annual energy savings for the participating tenants. So the problem is, how do we get a risk-adverse, largely conservative, and overregulated group of our population to make these clean tech investments? Some say more regulations, and to an extent this has its place. However, if anybody knows of the Title 24 Energy Building Code that comes out next year, it's not an exaggeration to say that some of the developers that we've worked with were planning on moving their businesses to other states due to not understanding how to turn these added construction costs into value. And real estate owners are economic value creators. They are focused on making an investment and receiving a return. And there is a significant return to be made on clean energy today. The problem is they focus on their core business and very rarely move outside of that. So that's why at Ivy Energy, we're focusing on a turnkey solution for them. It starts by helping them forecast their return on investment when providing clean energy to their tenants, and then helping them get a turnkey bid from one of our channel partners that can get the system installed. Our team will work with their on-site management staff to configure and implement our software, so it's very simple for them. Then our automated features will kick in, enabling them to monitor and charge the tenants for the locally consumed power. Such features include utility tariff integrations that calculate real avoided cost of energy per each individual tenant. Our load disaggregation software that's going to determine exactly how much shared energy usage was used by each apartment unit. And then automated saving statements that go out to the tenants to help them have clarity on how much they're saving and how much clean energy they're using. We're also providing billing integration tools, so reducing the workload for on-site staff when monetizing the local power. We're also on the main benefit to our software is the logic that ensures to a tenant that they're always going to receive savings from the system and never receive more solar power than they need. This creates simple consumer-friendly terms that any user can agree to when living at the property. The average apartment unit on our platform is predicted to save about $147 a year, while at the same time increasing revenue on that unit for the owner at over $1,000 a year, which is a 3 to 5 year return on investment. We're also developing on our roadmap machine learning modules that will help optimize property usage behavior. And an example of this would be helping a tenant understand when there's an abundance of locally generated power so that they can automate heavy appliances inside their apartment unit, know when to charge their car to save the most amount of money, or just maximize their locally generated savings potential. Our technology is very unique because it doesn't have any direct competition today because this is a very new business model. We have identified several groups and organizations within a couple of different verticals that will need to be able to provide connection to local clean energy and renters. And such groups are CCAs like the City of San Diego is proposing, which will need to do clean energy opt-in, sub-metering companies like Conservice, Arcadia Power, and the microgrids of the future like Schneider Electric. And our Ivy software suite is really staying ahead of the curve with our proprietary features that we're actually working with Procopio on patenting right now. But these features consist of real-time energy use, load disaggregation behind the utility service delivery point, related tenant engagement functions for the business model, property-wide virtual net metering and utility savings analysis, our machine learning feature roadmap, and then the value distribution process that we use that's integrated with real-time of use utility pricing logic. We also see a healthy opportunity to license these core features into these groups and organizations' current business models. So our success story so far started with creating an awesome team, which I'll talk about in a second. This is a picture of our first tenant rental property that we worked on. This is a picture of our first multifamily pilot project that we got started on. And then last year we were accepted in the SCEIN network. That's why we're here today. We're also this year accepted into Procopio's Launchpad to help with IP and legal services. And then just recently, we contracted on a megawatt-sized apartment solar project, which is currently under construction. We have a 150 kilowatt commercial project running here in San Diego, and then we were just awarded a $150,000 grant from the California Energy Commission through CalSeed. Our team, I'm going to breeze through this just in respect of everybody else's time, but the core highlight here is we have 4 years of experience on the behind-the-meter energy monitoring space. And then we appreciate the community's support on helping us provide energy cost savings to the community, helping the real estate market comply with the state's goals, and optimizing our energy future. Thank you.
Thanks, Dover. I see a couple people leaving, and that's fine. Unfortunately, we couldn't build in rest breaks during this, so again, do feel free to take off when you need to roll out and take care of that.